guys, so today I wanted to film a quick products worth the hype video for you. Now I know that there is a lot of hype that goes around on YouTube and blogs talking about products, and sometimes you have to sit and wonder and think to yourself, are they actually worth the hype? Am I actually about to go and buy this product? Now I have been a victim of this hype, and usually if someone talks a lot about a product, if multiple people are talking about a product, I end up going out and buying it, and sometimes I'm disappointed and sometimes I'm not. So the products I'm going to show you are those times that I have not been disappointed and that I fully agree with the hype that surrounds them. The first thing I'm going to show you is the Urban Decay Naked palettes. Now I have Urban Decay Naked 2, 3, and the original Naked Basics, because now there's the 2 and I'm not really into the 2, but anyway. So I've got these 3 here. I've never purchased the Naked 1 simply because I have very pale skin and I was originally drawn to the Naked 2. Then I bought the Naked 3 out of the simple fact that it is just stunning and has really beautiful and unique shades. And so now that I have these 2, I don't feel like I need the first one just because it's more warm toned, it's got more gold shades, and I feel like I have some duplicates that can work. Like a lot of the shades are pretty similar to the shades that are in the other palettes. That being said, if you do have a more olive based skin tone, if you're a little bit darker and more tanned, then I think that the Naked 1 palette is perfect for you. The Naked Basics I have used the crap out of. Like, that one has hit pan and it's probably on its way to being finished soon, but I love this one for easy everyday use and for traveling. It's perfect, compact, love it. I think that they kind of botched the second one because I don't know about you guys, but I like to have a black for eyeliner on just some random occasions, just to have it, just in case, you know. Anyway, but the reason that I think that these Naked palettes are worth the hype is mainly because of the quality and the price. Now each eyeshadow in this palette is 0.05 grams, and each palette in Canada is $64. So there's 12 eyeshadows in each palette. Each one is 0.05 grams, $64. You look at a MAC eyeshadow and each one is 18, or is it 19 now? I think they raised the price. Either way, $18 or $19 for a single eyeshadow, and they are 0.05 grams. So with the MAC eyeshadows, while you can choose your own shades, these ones, if you think that you can get use out of all the shades, it is so much more worth your money, and there is no quality lost with these. The Urban Decay eyeshadows are so pigmented, creamy, blendable, and just absolutely stunning. I love my Naked palettes. I get a ton of use out of them, and think that if you are looking to invest in a palette, that those are perfect. Now with that being said, all of the love around the Naked palettes, I have to say that if you are looking to buy one palette in the world, if you have not played with eyeshadows yet, if you're looking to just invest in that one eye palette that will get you through any look on the planet, then I would go for the Lorac Pro Palette. This palette has every shade that you could ever possibly need. The pigment is beautiful. You get matte shades on the top and shimmery shades on the bottom. You've got your highlighting shades, your transition shades, your crease shades, and then you've got like colors all across the board that can make any basic or beautiful look. It's just so stunning. I find that out of all my palettes, this is the one I reach to the most just because it is so versatile. It is so worth all of the hype that goes around this. I know that it can be a little bit tricky to get a hold of this if you're in Canada, but Amazon is usually pretty trustworthy and they have great prices on there. I don't know if the Lorac website ships to Canada, but regardless, if you can get your hands on this, I think that this is my end-all be-all palette and is so worth all of the hype. It is gorgeous. So now on to the most talked about and hyped up bronzer on the planet, and that is the NARS Laguna bronzer. And this bronzer, my good people, is so worth the hype in my opinion. Now I went through a little bit of a hate phase for it because I went through a major matte bronzer love and basically only used my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, which actually, you know what, I should include down here because it is also worth the hype, I think. But I think that this one is a little bit more widely known and hyped up in regards to the YouTube and blog world. As you can see, I have totally used this bronzer up. I actually pulled it out of my empties box to show it in this video, but it just gives the most stunning glow to the face. It is an easy bronzer. I don't know how it works on those of you with darker skin, but NARS does carry the darker shade called Casino, so I'm sorry I can't vouch for Casino. I have the most pale skin on the planet, and this works for me. It just, I don't know, there's something about it. When you put it all over your face, it just gives you such such a beautiful glow, and it just makes you look so sun-kissed and awake and fresh and alive, and oh, it is a beautiful bronzer. It is definitely pricey, but you know what? When I go through my bronzers, as I'm doing a little purge session, one in, one out, as I mentioned in my video before this will be the bronzer that I am repurchasing. So I think it's so worth the hype. I think it's very, very gorgeous, and you know, everybody loves NARS packaging, so it just looks pretty on your desk too. There's just nothing bad to say about this bronzer. The next product that I think is worth the hype is the Balm Mary Luminizer Highlighter. It's called Highlighter Shimmer Eyeshadow. So I guess it can just be used for everything, which I do use it for everything, but the reason why I think this product is worth the hype is because it is just the most stunning highlighting shade on the face of this freaking planet. It is very pigmented. It can be a very, very intense highlight, but you can also really sheer it out if you use a really fluffy brush, and it just gives your face such a gorgeous glow and makes you just look like you are glowing and shining from within, and not a hint or speckle of glittery chunks or anything. It's very creamy, very blendable, and like it says on the packaging, you can use it as a highlight or an eyeshadow. It is just the most perfect highlighter that I have found. Now, there are other highlighters that I gravitate towards for more everyday use, but in general, like if I had to choose one highlighter that everyone can use, then yeah, this guy would be it. And I think that it deserves all of the hype around it. If you live in Canada, the Balm can be found at London Drugs. I'm not sure where else, but someone I think in the comments said Rexall once, but I don't got a Rexall around me. London Drugs, that's where you can find the Balm. It is stunning. So the next product, or group of products I should say, that I think is very worth the hype are the NYX Butter Glosses. I have 5 shades personally, and I really only use the one, Creme Brulee. All of you know that that is my most favorite lip gloss on the face of the planet. But these guys, I think they're between $4 and $6. I can't remember the exact price of them here in Canada, but they are so cheap, and they are the most gorgeous formula of lip glosses ever. Like, they have so much color, so much pigment, but you can sheer them out. They're creamy, they smell flippin' delicious, and they just give your lips such a gorgeous plump, and I don't know, they just do something for your lips that just makes me want to like make out with myself. Is that weird? Because that's how they make me feel. They are so beautiful. These have made me like hate on high-end lip glosses. Like, I actually can't physically purchase a high-end lip gloss anymore because like these are just comparable to all of the high-end lip glosses out there. They are so stunning, and if you can get your hands on NYX Butter Glosses, then I definitely think you should. These are incredible and so worth all of the hype that they get. I just like, they're gorgeous. So I've got 3 more products that I think are worth the hype. I feel like I'm doing a lot of talking. So next is a foundation that is very talked about in the world of beauty, and that is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. Now, this foundation is quite new to me, but I really do believe that it is worth the hype. If you're looking to splurge on a foundation and you have slightly more normal dry skin, I'm not sure how this would work with oily skin, but if you're more on the normal to dry side, this is a stunning foundation. It's definitely full coverage. It gives your skin a really beautiful, dewy and glowy finish while covering everything, and it's so long lasting. It doesn't contain any SPF, so it's perfect for photography and nights out. I did feature this in my bridal makeup tutorial, and I think that, you know, if anyone's getting married, I would recommend this. When I get married someday, I'll probably wear this. And what I also love about it for me personally is that it doesn't really gravitate to a more pink or yellow undertone. It's got a true ivory base to it, and I love that for my skin personally because it's just the perfect shade match for me. But I absolutely love this foundation. It is very expensive, so brace yourself before buying it. While I do believe that it is worth the hype and worth the money, the drugstore dupe that I think is closest to it is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum Gel Foundation. It is quite similar. I would just say it's not as full coverage and not as long lasting, but in terms of finish, it is very similar. So if you're looking to splurge on a foundation, get the Luminous Silk because it is beautiful. If you really want a similar finish and a similar feel, then go for the Bourjois Healthy Mix Gel Foundation. So, yes. Worth the hype, my good people. They are beautiful. So I am showing these next 2 products together because I think that they are both equally worth the hype, and I love them equally as much for different reasons, and that is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer and the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I did do a battle of the concealer video a little while ago, but I thought I would do a little update to where I say that they are both worth the hype. Now, the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer is the most gorgeous concealer on the planet for everyday use. This one is a full coverage concealer. It does not flake, it does not settle in fine lines, it lasts all day long and gives your skin a beautiful dewy finish. It is absolutely perfect for dry skin, but I've also seen it work on people with oily skin, and it is just a universal, amazing concealer for every day. Now, the Pro Longwear Concealer is a tad bit more drying. This is definitely a lot more universal for people with oily skin, but I can also use it if I prep my skin a lot more. But I like this for when I want completely full coverage, flawless face. Like, I think that you can see this a little bit more on the face. It's definitely a very thick concealer, but I use both of them equally and think that they are both gorgeous concealers. This one's a little bit more pricey, doesn't have as much product. This is obviously cheaper. I think it's $24 and has a crazy amount of product. So if you're on a budget and are choosing between the two, I'd go for the Pro Longwear, but I think that if you can splurge and want that more natural finish, this is going to give that to you. This is for that flawless, like I have porcelain skin finish. So yeah, I think that they are both worth the hype and they are both beautiful, and that I could probably be dramatic and say that I couldn't live without either of them. Yeah. So the final product that I think is worth the hype is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. Now, I only have a little sample of this and I can already say that because it is such a beautiful formula. It glides on seamlessly and it's got the thinnest little pointed tip. You can pretty much do any eyeliner look with it. A lot of people say like, oh, I need to use a gel eyeliner because I really want to get that precise thin line and finish to my flick, but this can do that for you. It's so easy, it's so versatile. You can make a thick line. You can make that thin little flick ending out at your eyeliner and make it as long or as whatever. Like, it can do anything, and it's so foolproof and easy for everyone to use because it is that pen style, so it's really easy for beginners to apply it. I just think it is such a gorgeous liquid eyeliner, and when this sample is used up, this will be the eyeliner I am repurchasing. That is it for my products worth the hype video. I am going to number this number 1. This is going to be products worth the hype number 1 because I have this gut feeling that I've like missed out on some products and I'm going to have to do another one of these in the future. But for now, that is my products worth the hype. Let me know in the comments down below what products you think are worth the hype and products that you love. Maybe you disagree with my products. Tell me why in the comments down below. As always, thank you so much for watching this video, everyone, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!